All right, today we are doing word problems. Yes.
Can you just slow down a bit?
Yes. Sorry.
It's okay.
Back when I was first teaching, everybody stop talking. Back when I was first teaching, to get my teaching credential, I had to videotape myself teaching. It's funny how we're back here again, but this is for different purposes. Anyway, so my students, my first year of teaching, would tell me, Miss Miller, you are going so fast. This is actually the slow version of me, believe it or not. So I didn't believe them at first. I was like, I'm not going that fast. But I was videotaping it, so I looked back, and I was like, whoa, warp speed. Okay, I can slow it down. And that was faster than what it is now. So if you can imagine that. Yeah. Whoop. Thank you. Are we even going here? Oh, we are. Weird. It doesn't show the things. Okay. Ready? Okay. Okay, so we're doing word problems today. Do you guys want to review what different types of words mean? Like, if you have sum, that typically means addition. If you have difference, that's subtract. Do we want to review those words? Or are you guys good? All right. Duly noted. Here we go. Let's just jump right in. Is it too dark over there? Would you like me to? It's a little dark. Does that help? It's weird because it's like it flashes and then it's like dark again. Does anyone else see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so there's, now let it adjust.
That's the exact same thing.
There's the non-lighted version. Okay, now watch this. Super bright, and then
It's dark again.
dark again. Does anyone have a preference? Is it still lighter though, a little bit?
It's darker. It's darker. Yeah. It looks
Oh. Okay, we'll try this and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Right. I was watching this period's video last night with my husband. I made him watch it with me. And, I'm not going to lie. It's awkward for you guys. It's really awkward for me. So I made him watch it, and I was noticing, I think this was the period where we started with the light off. And I looked at it, and I was like, wow, it's really dark. But then when I was watching it back, it was really light all of a sudden. So, anyway, all right. Write an algebraic expression. So be thinking about whether you would like to come up and volunteer to do any of these, because I'm all about that. So write an algebraic expression for each word. Expression. Okay. So the first one, the sum of twice the number of plants, the sum of twice the number of plants P and 6. So the sum of twice the number of plants P and 6. Okay, so does anybody have any ideas about how we might write this one? So if we're thinking about, basically what we're trying to do here is write an algebraic expression. So we want to have actual numbers in there. We want to have our operators like the addition sign, yada yada. Jared.
So it's sums will be adding two things. So
Good. So what are we adding?
6
Okay.
and twice the number of plants, which is P, so 2P.
Good. 2P plus 6. How many people would agree with Jared? All right. Most of the people in the classroom. That's great. Okay, let me put a couple more up here, and you guys can decide whether you want to come up and do one of these. So the next one, the quotient. I know you all love that word. The quotient of the number of crayons so the number of crayons, C, and 12. So the quotient of the number of crayons, C, and 12. So that's one of them that be thinking about whether you'd like to come up and show everybody how to do that. And then the next one, $15 less than. So $15 less than 3 times the cost of jeans. 3 times the cost of jeans. And we are specifically told to use the variable j for that. So let's move this up. Okay. Is there anybody who would like to come up and do the quotient one with crayons? A quotient of crayons. Anyone want to do that? Okay. Lydia's at a hand. Okay, come on up. Come on up. Everybody give her a warm round of applause. Welcome. Lydia's going to do awesome. So everybody be thinking about what quotient means and see if you agree with what Lydia interprets quotient to mean.
Do I say what it means?
You can. It's up to you. Or I can narrate.
Is it quotient dividing?
That's good. Quotient is dividing. How many people agree that quotient means divide? Perfect. Okay, so how would you write that? There's a bunch of different ways. Okay, so even she might write it one way, but you guys might see it differently. But there are a bunch of different ways of writing that.
Okay. I don't know if I'm right. So I was thinking 12 divided by crayons, or is it crayons divided by?
That's right. Crayons divided by 12, or C divided by 12. Yeah, so typically when they say the quotient of something and something else, whatever is listed first goes on the top of the fraction or in front of the division sign. Perfect. Okay, any other solutions to that? Everybody give Lydia a round of applause. Is there another way? Is there another way to write this? So she has C with a divided by sign and then 12. Is there another way? Ashley, you want to come up and show it? Or do you can just tell me too, that works. C over 12, that's good. Can anybody think of any others? No? Okay. How about the next one? $15 less than 3 times the cost of jeans. Sonia, you want to come up? That's okay, yeah. So what would we do?
Well, since it says 15 less than 3 times the cost of, you put 3j minus 15.
Perfect. 3j minus 15. Now, I would agree with that. How many people would agree with Sonia? How many people maybe initially thought it was 15 minus 3j? Okay. Someone who agrees that it's 3j minus 15, can you explain why and why it's not the other way around? Stacy?
Because
Project. Super project.
okay, so 3j, so you're trying to find what's $15 less than 3j.
Mhm.
So if you have 15 minus 3j, that's actually 15 more than 3j.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it. Good. Does anyone else? Jay, did you have another way of explaining it?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Anybody else that can explain it? Marcy?
Well, if you're trying to do $15 less than, sometimes I like to imagine it with the less than and greater than sign. So, usually the less than things that are being subtracted go on the right side, on the right side.
Okay. Good.
And everything else goes on the left side. So if you have 3j, which is, the cost of jeans, 3 times the cost of jeans, and that's on the left side, you have 15 on the other side, and you can just put whatever necessary side.
Good. Good. Very good. We should get a microphone and pass it around. That would be kind of good. I like that idea. In fact, my other TA, 5th period, said she has this really crazy mic that I could stick up here and picks up everything. We should do that, but be careful, because I know not all of you are necessarily paying attention all the time. I mean, I know you all are paying attention and hanging on every word, but I also was a teenager once, and I remember that. And all right. Here we go. Let's do some actual word problems now, not just the expressions. All right, here we go. It's very wordy. Ready? A rental car company. So a rental car company charges $150 more to rent a convertible than for an economy car. The total receipts, so the total receipts for 20 economy car rentals and for 13 convertible car rentals, oh my gosh, I'm going to run out of room. Whoop! Wait, that's down a little bit. And 13 convertible car rentals was $14,200. Find the cost of each type of car. So you all should know while I'm writing this up here that I'm totally daydreaming. So what happens is usually, like, I'm saying that because I know that you all are doing the same, right? Okay, so we can multitask. This is good. So what happens is I'll try something out for the first time, and then as I'm in the middle of it, think of how it could be done better. It would be really awesome if we could somehow turn the videos into, like, a game show. The mic thing got my brain thinking about that. Like, but yeah, I have to work out the details because that's different. What would you guys think about that? You would like that? That would be, yeah, it would be probably, yes, more fun than the way we do it now, but I'll keep you posted. Okay, so here we go. All right, a rental car company charges $150 more to rent a convertible than an economy car. So how many people agree that what that means is that the convertible is $150 more than the economy? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So convertible. So if I wanted to, like, morph this into an actual equation, would it make sense to say C equals 150 plus E? Would you all agree with that? Okay, so there's one equation that we might want to use. Then it says the total receipts for 20 economy car rentals and 13 convertible rentals was $14,200. Find the cost of each car. Anybody have any ideas about how we might be able to set that up? Chaz. Good. 20E plus 13C equals 14,200. How many people agree with Chaz on that? Okay, lots of hands up. Okay, so there are two equations. Lydia?
Wouldn't you do 150 times 13? Like,
That's okay, I see what you're saying.
multiple steps. You go 150 times 13, and then subtract that from the.
Is that what you're suggesting to do? Is that what you're suggesting to do?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you want it, since we know that the convertibles are 150 plus E, if we already have an equation with E in it, if we substitute that in, then we will have only one equation with one unknown. So this is a systems of equations problem. So we do 20E plus 13 times 150 plus E equals 14,200. Okay, so like Lydia was saying, ooh, that's weird. Okay, like Lydia was saying, we're going to multiply the 150 and the E by 13. So when we do that, let's see. So when we do that, we get 1,950 plus 13E equals 14,200. Oops, I wrote on the thing. Okay. All right, so what would be a good next step for this? That's kind of hard to read. Stephanie.
Combine the 20 and 13E.
Good to get what?
To get 33.
Good. 33E plus 1950 equals 14,200. Okay, and then what would we do next? Akashni. Good. So we get 33E. This is the kind of problem, use your calculator for this. You don't need to do all that in your head or like by hand on paper. So this comes out to 12,250. And then what's the last step? Ashley? Perfect. Divide by 33. And we get E is approximately $371.21. Okay, so if you actually divided that, that's what you would get. So how can we use the cost of the economy car to help us find the cost of the convertible car? Jade?
You just add 150 because it's 150 more than the economy car.
Perfect. So it's 150 more than the economy car. That was another equation we set up at the beginning, so we just add 150 to it, and we get 371.21. We get 521.21 for the convertible. Whoops, I am off the page. There we go. Okay, questions on this? Pretty straightforward? Okay. Let's see. Let's do one other problem and then we can be done. Okay? Does anyone still need this? Am I slowing down? I feel like I'm, a lot slower than I normally do. It's actually kind of more relaxing. I should keep this up. Okay, here we go. Adrian is 7 years older than Joe. This is one of those fun age problems. Okay, Adrian is 7 years older than Joe. And Joe is 3 years older than Peyton. The sum of their ages is 52. So the sum of their ages, so the sum of Peyton and Joe is 52. How old is Peyton? Oh, all three of them. Sorry, not just the two of them. So how old, I forgot about Adrian. How old is Adrian and Peyton and Joe? Marcy.
Did you say that the sum of all three ages?
Yes. Right. The sum of all of their ages is 52. Okay. I want to try something a little different with this problem. So I'm gonna pause our video, and I want you guys to work on this in groups, see what you can come up with, and then people can volunteer to come up if they want to, okay? So we're gonna pause it right now. Okay, so we are back. They have been working very diligently, and Riley is gonna show us her solution first, so go right ahead.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay, so she's setting up an equation to say Joe's age plus Peyton's age plus Adrian's age equals the total age. But we know that Peyton is 3 years older than Joe, and that Adrian is 10 years older than Joe based on what it says. So she's basically doing a substitution piece. And yeah, so the reason for doing that is so that she gets one equation with one variable as opposed to an equation with three separate variables, A, J, and P. So I'll go back up there and put those up in a second. Did anyone start to approach it in this way and then... For our crowd at home, there are no hands being raised right now. Okay. All right, everybody give Riley a round of applause. Okay, so this again, this is Joe plus the one that's 3 years older than Joe is Peyton plus Peyton. And, oh wait, do I have this backwards? Hang on. Joe plus, okay, Joe is 3 years. Why is this 10 though? Adrian. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and this is Adrian. Equals 52, equals 52, and then you go through combined like terms. Marcy.
I was just thinking, maybe because at first I didn't understand how she got 3J. Because there were parentheses around 3 plus J and plus J, so I thought that we had to solve the things in parentheses first. So I was just thinking that maybe if she had left it out of parentheses, that it would just
Could have, yeah. Yep, could have, definitely. Lydia.
Isn't Joe older than me?
Joe is older than Peyton.
So why is it plus 3 on
Joe plus 3.
It should be J.
Oh, P plus J. Okay, I may have my variables around. Okay, so let's see. I have my people mixed around. Oh, it should be P. Okay. Yes, correct. Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay, other comments, questions on this solution? Okay, Lydia, why don't you, we'll do ladies first, and then Jared, you can come up afterwards. Okay, so Lydia, come on up. Lydia's going to show a different approach to this problem. Yes, everybody give her a welcome.
I'm gonna get mine.
Okay. She is heading back to her desk to get her paper, for those of us at home. Now she's back. Okay.
Okay, first I subtracted 10 from 52 to get 42. Then I divided 42 by 3 to get 14. Then I added 3 to 14 to get 17, and then added 10 to 14 to get 24. So I got 14, 17, and 24. Then I noticed my answer was wrong because it added up to 55. So I subtracted 52 from 55 and got 3. And so there's 3 numbers, so I just subtracted 1 from each and got 13, 16, and 23.
Good. Questions for Lydia? Everybody give Lydia a round of applause. That was fantastic. All right. So awesome to see everybody's different approaches. Okay, Jared, you ready?
I basically did the same way as Lydia. I just kind of set it up differently, so I subtracted 13 on 10.
Okay, come do that anyway. All right, I'm going to move that. Go ahead. We don't actually necessarily do that, but go ahead. Okay, so everybody give Jared a warm welcome. Jared. I'm going to test this out. Go for it. I want to see if I change the shadow something. Okay.
show us your mouth.
What, should I crouch or something?
No, okay, wait, hold on. No, stand there. Stand there. There.
Okay, so the reason I got 13 was because I set it up saying that Adrian was,
Whoops.
What?
Yeah, scroll the paper down.
oh, okay, cool.
Or how about-
Adrian was, himself, sorry. Adrian equaled 10 plus Peyton, and Joe equaled 3 plus Peyton. So I had that, I wanted to get a number that I could just, divide by 3 and get Peyton's age. So I subtracted 13 from 52 and got 39, and then continued the way Lydia did.
Questions for Jared? Everybody give Jared a round of applause. Okay, so any other questions on this? Let's see. There we go. Any other questions on this? Okay, so you guys have a homework assignment, and you have actually still quite a bit of time left. So this is homework 4, and it's really short. It's page 24, word problems, numbers 2 through 10, even, and 11 through 23 odd. Okay. Everybody go and get out a book. I will pause this for right now so you guys can copy that.